Fast facial recognition, man. Wow, this has been an experience. So I'm going to give you a 24 to 36 hour follow up right now. It's your man Jay, and this is the Xiaomi Mi Mix 3. Been really impressed with this phone. So the one thing I want to get into real quick is the battery. Now, I know I'm not running the launcher. I'm a part of this beta group where I can view this Pixel launcher. But I want to get into the battery. So it's going to calculate the battery right there. I got 13% left on this charge. Some people were concerned about battery life on here, but let me just go into the battery since it's taking a little bit of time. Some people were concerned about that, but I've been using this thing, so I got, looks like I'm going to get well over 7 hours of screen on time. Got about 13% left, and I haven't charged this. I don't know when the last time I charged it. It's been a while. It's been a while. Let's see if it can tell me here. 19 hours and 9 minutes. So 20 hours, I got like 7 hours of screen on time. This will top off at about 7 hours and let's just say 20 minutes or 30 minutes or so. But I'm running a different launcher on here. For those that are asking, I'm running different launchers. Nothing wrong with the stock launcher. I like the Mi UI. But I wanted to get the app tray, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and just install this other launcher. But nonetheless, a little over 7 hours of screen on time, about 20 hours or a little over 20 hours off the charger. That's a good look. I've actually taken the phone out and went about town and just went all over the place, trying to get it to lose signal. And pretty much it's going to keep signal. The LTE on the bands that are available for the US are fantastic. People often ask that, but you will get full LTE. You just won't get those 5G bands and things like that. So if that's a concern to you, you should avoid this phone. Simple as that. The global version does have band 66 and band 30, but this Chinese model does not have those bands. So, but it's got all the other LTE bands. So for me, I'm winning with this phone. Having the full screen display has been an experience for me because I really like the display on the OnePlus 6 and the OnePlus 6T. Hands down, those are some great phones, and that's how I knew that I would not have a problem with this phone as far as liking it, as far as the display goes. And I don't foresee myself having a bad run with this phone. It's an experience, and I think it's totally worth it in my opinion. So the first thing I noticed when using this phone, when compared to using my OnePlus, this phone feels it's the same size as the OnePlus. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing like it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's let me take this. I'm gonna take the case off, and I'm gonna take the case off of this. Gosh, that's beautiful. That is just beautiful, man. If I didn't have a skin on here, I would be able. Maybe I'm gonna try to find a skin for this. But these will pretty much probably look the same as far as that goes. But using this phone it's the same size as the OnePlus 6T, and it's got that 6.4-inch display, but there's no cutout at the top of this display. And that little bit right there, you see all the notifications that I get coming in. I'll turn on Wi-Fi for a second so you can see what I'm talking about. But I get all of that display at the top. Not having the cutout at the top is a bonus. Having the cutout at the top of the phone like that, it's a major fail for people who want their notifications all the way across like that. Because I like to have my my signal up there. I like to have my network speed and stuff up there when it's available on a phone, just to keep those things in check. See how I'm doing with it. So let's get ready to start jumping off with stuff. So turn it over there. Yeah, but this phone right here, man. The sliding mechanism. Some people have asked, is it good? I'm trying not to look at it because I don't want the facial recognition to do, but it's definitely it's good. It's not something that is gonna annoy me like I thought it would. But I don't know. I just haven't even thought about it, to be honest. That's something that people ask me about. How is the sliding mechanism? And it's fine, man. It's fine. I don't have any problems with it. I think that's what I was looking for right there. Nope, that's not the one. Looking for the screen lock sound. It's that slider sound that I'm trying to get rid of. But nonetheless, man, The phone itself, the experience, I like it. I like it a lot. It's a good size still. You know what I'm saying? It's nice. I'm gonna point out the weak spot though. It's a good feel in hand. I don't have any complaints about that. Battery life is gonna be killer on here for me. So for those of you that are worried about battery life, for me, I just grabbed over 7 hours of screen on time, and it lasted a little over 20 hours. But it's gonna get even better for me because I've just been using it like I normally would, doing a lot of YouTube, a lot of social media. All this stuff right here is like 24/7 for me. Everything in this area right here, all those apps on my front page right there are constantly getting clicked on throughout the day. So that's how I'm using my phone. Somebody asked me, well, what do you mean by you getting 7 to 8 hours of screen time? I'm doing things on my phone like the average person, just social media, emails, all of that stuff. Yeah, no problems. So this model has 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs onboard storage. No issues with that either, man. No problems at all. And this is just a follow-up video. This isn't something that, I'm going to be showing you a bunch of things. I'll do a camera video separately, just so you know. But, the phone feels great, man. I've kept the case on because it's just ugly with the fingerprints all over it. But this ceramic build is beautiful. I didn't have a problem with the mirror black, I guess. Now after having this, I realize I don't think I really had a problem with the mirror black. But I do want grip. And, this phone came with this little case right here. And it's a cool little case. It's not the most favorite case, but I've actually already ordered a bunch of other stuff. So you'll see more stuff on this phone for sure. Cases and tempered glass. I ordered all of that. But, the phone has been good, man. I don't use the facial recognition as much as I thought I would. I've been using the fingerprint reader. You know what I'm saying? The fingerprint reader is fast, man. Like, check it out. See? It's pretty fast. That's fast enough to where you don't even need it. So having such a narrow design like this, this is actually a little bit wider than the OnePlus, I believe. No, it's about the same. Yeah, this phone is just a little bit taller than the OnePlus. Just by a smidgen, man. It's really not bad at all. It's not bad at all. But the OnePlus was my daily driver for a minute, well, since launch. And it's been over 2 weeks now. And I think the reason I like this phone so much is because I like Xiaomi phones. It doesn't have the cutout at the top, and I get a 6.4-inch display. So it's like it upped the game on the OnePlus. As far as design goes, and several phones. This phone doesn't have an in-screen fingerprint reader, but it has a rear-mounted fingerprint reader, which is actually fast enough and sweet. It's good that it has that. Snapdragon 845, it's doing it. It's a blazing fast phone, man. I don't have any issues with this phone yet, but one is a problem, man. One is a problem, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about right now. Let me see here. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. This is a problem right here. Let's go.
All right, guys, welcome back to another video. Xiaomi J. So it is time to unbox
that
and
speaker.
give you a full detailed walkthrough.
The speaker
of the Xiaomi
it's
Mi
one speaker down here.
And I actually have
no stereo speakers on here.
28 gig
but media content is ridiculously
and
nice.
With the black model, because when I ordered the other colors, I didn't see, actually I did order, and I just didn't see the other colors.
That's my only thing right there, man. Just that speaker, that bottom fine speaker, is not the best. And it's good, but I have to crank it way up to get that clear sound from it. So that's probably gonna always be a gripe for me. After having a phone like the Pixel, man, after having a phone like this, man, look, them stereo speakers on there, man, it's no joke. This little phone pushes out the sound, like for real, for real. So that's just my personal opinions, man. That's my personal opinion. All of this is my personal opinion. But some things are just there. You know what I'm saying? If you like the sound of the speaker, you like it. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. But I don't think it's the strongest speaker. I'm not saying it's the weakest speaker. It's just the weakest point of this phone that I've found at this point. Other than that, I'm totally happy with this thing, man. No problems whatsoever. Facial recognition is the truth. It is fast, man. I'm behind the camera, and you see how fast that's happening. Check that out. Oh, it switched to the front camera that time. I guess it thought I wanted to use the camera, but yeah, man. This is the truth right here. This is a good phone. No problems with and even though I pointed out the speaker as the weak point of the phone right now, that doesn't make it a bad phone. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I think. You might hear that speaking and be like, wow, that sounds great. A lot of people heard this phone speaker and was like, man, Jay, that don't sound bad. And I was just like, well, you know, it doesn't mean that it sounds bad. It's just not loud enough. I want it a little bit louder because I'm used to stereo speakers because of this phone right here. So it's your man, Jay, man. Quick video update on the oh so beautiful, just ridiculously fingerprinty, but still beautiful titanium, or no, ceramic, not titanium. I'm thinking of my Central phone. Ceramic build. This thing is just gorgeous, man. I like to pose just like that on the way out.